Episode 73. Lord Grim replies to Blue River.
Yeah, a little.
Damn it.
He was being so brutally honest. Blue River was completely thrown for a loop. How was he supposed to respond to that? Keep pushing the blame, and I'd just look petty, unmanly. But to just let it go, it's eating him up inside. Blue River felt utterly and completely crushed. At least this was a text chat. There was a way to express just how speechless he felt. Blue River quickly replied with a string of ellipses and a big sweating emoji.
Better luck next time.
Blue River was practically spitting blood. They hadn't even given it a second thought. That's just how it is with wild bosses. It's a free-for-all. If you get jumped and you're not happy about it, then go jump someone else. Only a total newbie would waste time arguing about right and wrong. Wait, it wasn't about whether I got the blood gunner or not. I was just pissed off that this guy had absolutely no respect for me. The problem was that I was the one who invited Lord Grim over, and in the end, he was the one who killed the blood gunner. I didn't get any credit for it at all. Looking at the discussion in the guild channel, the main point of everyone's dissatisfaction with Lord Grim was focused on this. As for the boss being stolen, that's just a matter of each side using their own methods. If the boss had been killed by Herb Garden or tyrannical ambition this time, I'd still be annoyed, sure. But that would be a different kind of annoyance. One without all this second guessing. Perhaps the reason he was so conflicted right now was precisely because Lord Grim was different from those two guilds. If it were those two guilds who had snatched it, Blue River could have just channeled his frustration into getting revenge. And what about Lord Grim? What do we do about him? Blue River tugged at his hair, so that's what he was hung up on.
Shijo, what's your take on this?
Blue River stopped sending messages to Lord Grim and instead sent a private chat to the guild's Shijo.
I don't think we'll be able to recruit Lord Grim.
Huh?
I think the Blood Gunner incident shows where he stands.
What's your take on that?
All three major guilds were there, each wanting to recruit him, but he didn't side with any of them. He just took a random group of people from outside the three major guilds and smoothly killed the Blood Gunner.
So he's saying he's so good he doesn't need a guild?
I think it's more accurate to say the guild needs him, but he doesn't need the guild. To put it bluntly, he just wants to work for hire, for every guild out there.
With his skills?
Given his skill, doing it this way shows he's got big ambitions, huge demands.
A pro gamer trying to make money off this?
Could be.
But if he keeps this up, he'll run out of business eventually. First, clear records, dungeon improvements. These things have a saturation point, a limit. What's he going to do when nobody wants to hire him anymore?
A new server's opening.
Blue River had completely forgotten about that.
In that case, we should keep an eye on the old servers, see if anyone like that turns up.
If there was someone like that, they'd have been noticed long ago.
So who is this guy really?
As he spoke, Blue River tapped his head again.
Hard to say. His strength is unfathomable, impossible to read, and he still hasn't chosen a class.
So what kind of attitude should we take towards him?
Keep in touch, and keep watching.
Maybe we should keep trying to win him over. After all, that was just our own speculation, wasn't it?
Even if we can't win him over, establishing a good relationship will at least put us in a favorable position in his mind.
Looks like we're the ones trying to curry favor with him now.
Blue River was deeply moved, and Zijo was left speechless. Even the most skilled experts are usually recruited by a guild to serve its purposes. But with this Lord Grim, it feels like everyone's just running around him, waiting for him to hand out treats. Something about this line of thinking doesn't seem quite right. With his inner turmoil resolved, Blue River took a couple of deep breaths and resumed his conversation with Lord Grim.
Hey man, wanna run the dungeon at midnight?
Blue River asked. It's midnight. Everyone's dungeon attempts have reset, so things are about to get busy.
We'll see.
Wanna come along?
No need.
Yishu broke into a sweat. Blue River was a persistent one. Even after having a boss stolen from him, he still hadn't given up on trying to recruit him. By snatching that boss, Yishu was making a statement. He didn't want to be pulled back and forth by the three major guilds. If he was, they'd all be falling over themselves to win his favor. Even if he held firm, that kind of goodwill would be a heavy burden to carry in the long run.
No need to be so formal, man.
I've already got plans with someone.
Faced with Blue River's usual persistence, Yeshu had to come up with an excuse. But the moment Blue River heard this, she suddenly grew alert. Could another guild have beaten him to it?
Who?
A friend.
Blue River wanted to ask what kind of friend, but felt it would be too obviously nosy. He could only say,
Well, maybe next time then.
Yeah, next time for sure.
Blue River put away the message with a bit of a sulk. But the moment he did, something else suddenly occurred to him.
Bro, I need your help with the first clear for the Goblin Merchant.
The Goblin Merchant is a world boss in Frost Forest, and it hasn't shown itself yet.
I really do have plans with someone.
So that earlier bit was just an act. This guy really doesn't bother to hide his intentions, Blue River asked casually, even as he was coughing up blood.
Who is it?
Tyrannical ambition.
Damn it.
Blue River slammed his keyboard hard. All this agonizing over what? Sinew? See, someone else got there first, didn't they? Blue River was filled with bitter regret for his indecision. He stared at the chat window, unsure how to reply. Just as Joe had analyzed, Lord Grimm really is trying to play all the guilds. Tyrannical Ambition's people are pretty magnanimous, though. While I'm still tangled up in my own thoughts, they've already let go of their hang-ups and are making use of Lord Grimm. Blue River sighed. In the end, he could only maintain his composure. He replied, "Well, in that case, we'll be at each other's throats."
That's right. No need to hold back.
Bro, I'm calling dibs right now on all the future wild boss spawns and every single dungeon record. How's that sound?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. My level can't keep up with you guys anyway.
Bro, you gotta level up faster.
Blue River took a look and realized this was indeed a problem. He was currently level 24. After a few dungeon runs tonight, he definitely hit 25. But Lord Grimm was still at level 21. The gap was only going to widen. By the time they were challenging level 30 dungeons, he'd still be slogging away in the 20s, re-breaking all the records they'd set. Blue River and the others wouldn't even be able to go back and try. They'd be over-leveled.